Hi, I'm Lane. Welcome back to my channel. And I know it's Saturday. I'm now 4 days post-op from top surgery. Can't see it right now. Hold on. I got a chest binder on, a compression binder to keep everything in place. And I can't tell you how happy and relieved I am that it's finally happened. Like, I was worried. Like, the day before the surgery, I was sorting out the taxi, sorting out how to get there, sorting out how to get back, and I was worried because I was convinced I was going to get a phone call the day before and they're like, sorry, we've had to cancel your surgery. I was literally convinced. I didn't say this to anyone. I didn't say this to Matthew because I was like, he's going to tell me I'm being an idiot and that to calm down. And I was like, okay. So when it came to like 5 p.m, I was like, no phone call yet. It's going ahead. I took my COVID test at 10 p.m. I had food for the last time at around about 20 past 9 because you're not allowed to take food or drink within the 30 minutes before you take the COVID test. So I was like, right, I'm going to eat now, I'm going to drink later. So last food was at 9:30 p.m. Last water I had was at 10. So I was kind of dehydrated going in. But hey ho. I got in there, walked into my taxi came 10 minutes early, which I was like, you must have known I was stressing out because, thank you. I will leave a little in the description a telephone number. So if you're ever in Wimbledon and you want to go somewhere or you want a taxi, I would suggest using the minicab, Wimbledon minicabs, for the simple reason that they have a fixed rate. Like, it was £10 for me to get to hospital and £10 to get back. And that was a lot cheaper than if I just pulled up to the station and gone, taxi, take me here. Because the last time I did that, it cost me £15 odd. So it was kind of expensive, but I can't recommend these guys enough. They were lovely people. Walked into the surgery, walked into hospital. Handed in my admissions letter. They ticked my name off. They said, do you have a lateral flow test that's negative? And I went, yeah. And they said, you don't have to show it to me. Wait until the nurse comes to take you to your room. Show it to the nurse. I was like, great. So I got in there about 6:15. I wasn't meant to check in until 6:45. So I was like half an hour early. So I was waiting. A couple of other people came in. 2 other people who I'm guessing were also having the same procedure as me. I might be completely wrong, but I'm guessing. But they came with their parent, like their mum or their dad or someone. So I hope if they did have what I had, I hope they're healing fine and that they're doing good. And then nurse came, called my name and called another guy's name, an elderly gentleman's name. So he goes, right, first floor. So we go up to the first floor. Was it first or second? No, I was on the second floor. And then he goes, right, elderly gentleman, you stay here. Mr. Wood Thomason, follow me, please. So he took me to my room. My room was lovely. I did take a photo of it because I was more like, kind of like feeling like, oh, it's happening. Like, no. And when I was waiting there, nurse came, checked my details, got a piece of paper in here. What they do is they get you to sign a consent form, which is here, consent form. You sign it. The surgeon signs what they're going to do. They sign it saying, yeah, I'm happy to proceed with the procedure. And you sign it and you go, I'm happy to be cut open. And then that's a discharge letter, I'll read that later. And then he was like, right, surgeon came in, Ms Catherine Milroy, and he goes, just here to mark up your chest. So, but at this point, I'd changed into the gown, I put on the stockings. They measure your calf and the length of your leg so they can give you the right stockings for you. I think I had the smallest size they offered. I'm a small person. One moment, it's a bit loud. Oh, there we go. So I was already ready to go down, and then she was like, let's mark up your chest. She goes, we haven't got your notes from your pre-assessment yet. They're locked in the pre-assessment building. But if it comes to the point that we don't have them, we'll just continue without them regardless. If it comes down to it and we have to do it, we'll do it. And I was like, do you know where I am on the list? Because I didn't know. And she goes, well, you're not first. You're joint second with another person. But you are more ready, as in you're dressed, you've signed consent form, you've done all this lot. You're more ready for the operation than the other person who's tied with you. So you'll probably be second, but you won't be first. And I was like, it's fine. So surgery for her starts at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock came and I was like, someone's getting the chest open. I was like vibing in the room. I was like nice and chilled out. And then I was like messaging my friends, my family, my fiance. I was like messaging them going, still waiting, haven't heard anything. I was literally about to message them at like 9:45 and going, still nothing yet, but who knows? It could be any minute now. I was literally on my phone about to text them saying, still waiting, when there was a knock on the door opened, and in walked 2 nurses. One of them double-checked my medical bracelet, double-checked my consent form, showed me my signature and goes, is this your signature? Are you consenting to this? Are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. And she goes, right, follow this lady. Her name began with an M, and I think it was either Marina, Madonna, or Madeline. One of them. I can't remember right, but it ended with an A and it began with an M. So I remember. He goes, follow her. She'll take you down to the anaesthetist room and we'll get you sorted. And I'm like, literally, you know that moment when your brain just like struggles to process? I was like, so I walked down with the nurse to the anaesthetist room. He'd already been upstairs to see me, just to check on my medications that I was on, that I was not allergic to anything besides Ritalin, which is really annoying, because why am I allergic to that of all things? Like, came in, sat me down. I was taken into the anaesthetist room. I was told to sit on the bed, to undo the ties, so they could get to the chest area. I was lying on the bed, just like lounging. I had my glasses still on, because I couldn't see where I was going. Because I need glasses. If I don't have contact lenses, then I am blind like a bat. Jeez. That's cold, but it's fine. I'll drink it. But yesterday I was like, okay, cool. And then he comes, while they're sorting out the anaesthetic and everything, the guy comes back in, the doctor comes back in and goes, right, you all ready? I was like, never better. And he goes, right, you're left-handed. I was like, yeah, can you please put it in my right hand? He goes, yeah, no worries. So he looks at my veins on my left arm and he goes, looks at the veins on my right arm and goes, He goes, you have interesting veins. You have weird veins. Do you know that? And I was like, because I already told him that when it comes to blood tests, it takes a while for them to find the vein, like actually get blood out. And he goes, very interesting weird veins you do, but I'll give it a go in the right vein, in the right elbow ditch. I'll give it a go. If I can't, I'll have to go for the left. And I was like, go ahead. He goes, it's a good thing you're not scared of needles. And I was like, I used to be terrified of them. Like, you came near me with a needle, I'd be out of the room faster than a jackrabbit. But when I started getting piercings and tattoos, I was like, I need to get over my fear of needles, because when I transition, I want to be on the injections. An injection is a freaking needle. So I need to get over my fear of needles now, before it gets worse. And he goes, so it's kind of like a needs must. You had to get over it, so you got over it. And I was like, yeah. I told myself, you can do it, nothing to worry about. And it was fine. And he goes, right. He had the needle ready. I couldn't see it because I didn't have my glasses on, because I was like blind at that moment. So he goes, this is just an oxygen mask. Breathe in a couple of times. And I was asleep. He hit the vein perfectly, and I was straight asleep. I don't even remember him even telling me if he was going to count down anything. He just goes, breathe in, and I was gone. And then next thing I remember, lovely little nurse is by my side, and she like shakes my arm. She goes, Lane, can you wake up for me? Lane, can you wake up for me? Can you just open your eyes, Lane? Can I just see you open your eyes? So I woke up. I probably looked like this. She goes, would you like your glasses? And I was like, she gave me my glasses back on. She goes, how are you feeling? And I was like, because to be honest, I couldn't talk. I was still zoning in and out from the anaesthetic. I could see the clock in the recovery room, and it read like 12:20, and I was like, that was the quickest 2 hours of my life. And then they said, do you want a sip of water? So I had a sip of water, and she goes, you can't have too much anaesthetic. You know, you could throw it up just to give it a couple of sips. And he was right, we'll get someone to send you back to your room now. So I was in recovery for, according to me, 10 minutes. I could have been in there a lot longer. I don't know how long I was in there for. So I again get wheeled back up to the room, because I'm feeling nauseous because of the anaesthetic. I was like, I was trying to drink water. I was trying not to throw up. I nearly threw up a couple of times, but I managed to hold it in at the last minute. I was like, nope, you're not going to be sick. You're not going to be sick. So I literally said to the nurse, when the nurse comes to check on me for the first time, I was like, could I have something for the sickness? Because I feel like I'm going to hurl my guts up, and I don't want to do that. And she goes, yeah, we'll give you an anti-sickness drug. It goes into the glutes. It's an intravenous. Like, it goes into the muscle. And I was like, into a muscle. I was like, sweet. So she gets the needle. She goes, you've had injections in the glutes before? And I was like, yeah, testosterone. She goes, yeah, I can tell. She didn't make that face. I made that face. I was like, you can tell I've been shot in the arse. Great. Great. But every single hour after that, they checked on me. They checked my blood pressure, checked my temperature, checked my oxygen levels were okay with in my blood and stuff. So I was like, fine. And to be honest, I was expecting to be in a lot of pain. It was more mildly discomfort. I could feel the drains. The drains were the worst part, because I could feel them. And like every now and then she'd be like, would you like something for the pain? And I'd be like, yeah. Because it wasn't pain that I could feel. It was discomfort more than anything. So she would give me paracetamol, ibuprofen, dihydrochloride, something like that. Some sort of very strong painkiller. My sister pointed out for me. Thank you, Crystal, for letting me know it's a strong painkiller, because I would have no idea the fact that it knocks me on my backside all the time. But yeah, no, I was fine. And I could go to the toilet. I did have a bit of a difficulty at the first. Running the tap water solved the trick like nobody's business. I was free-flowing after that. So during the night, when the nurse who was with me left for her, ended her shift, I had another nurse come in who was lovely. Every time she like checked my vitals and things, she was humming to herself, and I'm like, I'm glad you're humming and I'm glad you're happy, because I'm ecstatic. I managed to speak to my family after the anaesthetic wore off, like around about 5:30 at night. I was so happy. I am still so happy. But I'm tired. I'm feeling the tiredness now, but I'm like, yes, it happened. It happened. It happened. It happened. I managed to eat food. I managed to drink water. So I kept myself hydrated and well fed. As I tell you all to do every single time. At the end of my videos, I tell you to eat food, drink plenty. Ignore the beeping of the horn because someone's... So that was fine. The next day, I was discharged. And you get given a discharge letter. Which is here. You get given a letter. One moment, I tried to reach and I realised I shouldn't. Which is, I got handed to the GP, so I'll be doing this on Monday. Handed in to the GP. Just say what procedure, how the procedure went, and if there's any complications, you know, contact them and stuff. But yeah, all in all, top surgery went well. It went really, really well. I was probably under them for like 2 hours. So I was surprised at how fast it was. My family was surprised at how fast I managed to get out. But all in all, it went fine, it went well, and I'm on the road to recovery. I've got to go back on Wednesday, this is coming up, the 10th, for my dressings, just to check that they're fine. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I could see how flat my chest is, and I'm like, I'm flat. And it's still like, I'm flat. Like, it's still registering slowly that I've had it finally done. And I can't fault Parkside. I can't fault the surgeon, Ms Catherine Milroy. I can't fault the nurses that checked on me, specifically Suzanne, Donna, and Catherine. Can't fault them all. But yeah. It's happened. Your boy had top surgery. Now I just have to rest up. I have to keep mobile. I can lift my arms up. I was told to. I can have a shower. I was told I can do that as well. So everything that I was worried about, you know, like I wouldn't be able to move my arms, I wouldn't be able to do this. As long as I'm careful and I'm gentle, I can do anything. So yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, this is my video on top surgery. And I do have some clips throughout London, which I will insert into like a little montage thing. But yeah, thanks Matt for coming with me and staying with me, because I mean it, thank you. But yeah. Crazy, you know? It's happened. Crazy. Anyway. Eat plenty of food, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, stay fed. Stay out of the sun, because it's going to be a scorcher coming up. So stay out of the sun, keep it in the shade, apply sunscreen, wear a hat, especially when it's the hottest. It's the hottest part of the day, so that you don't get headaches and you don't pass out or anything. Look after yourselves, and best of all, be you. And I'll see you in my next update, which will be the 18th, which will be my 20 months on tea. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.